Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 with some more multiplayer racing. For this session, we are going racing with some A-Class Audis. There have been some new ones recently added to the game, and I am driving one of them. I've got the more up-to-date RS3 sedan here. I'm hoping it's going to be a fairly strong choice. I have swapped the engine. We're running a V8 in this one. Might be a good idea. Might work, might not. Not 100% sure. I'm running off-road race tyres on this. The hope is that we should be good off-road, in theory, and still be half decent on the tarmac. I guess we will find out fairly quickly. There are some TTs, we've got an R8 in here. The RS2 is actually probably one of the more sensible options, and let's go with the old classic Quattro. They have a lot more PI to play with. I mean, the RS3, for example, starts off halfway through A-Class, as does quite a few of the other RS Audis, of course. So, yeah, didn't have crazy amount of PI to play with the RS3, but by putting on off-road race tyres, it actually drops the PI on the car, so you do actually end up then getting a little bit more. I feel like this could work. It would help if we started the race. Possibly. Game? We would like to go... Here we go. Thank you, game, for listening. We would like to go racing at some point to try and see what might happen. Of course, everything here is going to be all-wheel drive. There is going to be... I mean, you could potentially rear-wheel drive swap a car. The only reason I think you would do it is if you were looking for PI, but I don't think that's likely to be the case. I don't think you would likely bother going that way. That TT gets a lot of understeer through that corner. Okay, let's see what we've got in terms of straight line. Now, I have put aero on the car, as I did with the Evo at the previous video. When I run off-road race tyres, I think aero might be the way to go. We get more power because the off-road tyres will drop the PI. For example, the slick tyres, we got really boxed in through there, and the R8's going to get boxed in as well. We've got a little bit checked up through that part. We are going to get to the inside, heading into the final couple of corners, and we will block in the green car a little bit. Give it no real options of where to go, other than to have to sit behind us, and now hopefully we can pull clear. We will let the horde battle amongst themselves here. I think by the looks of it, a lot of cars are running off-road race tyres. I'm sure somebody will have gone brave and done something different. I'm often the one that does, but not this time around. We have gone for... With the PI of this car, I didn't really have much in the way of options. If I tried to put on slicks, we really would have had no power whatsoever. As it is, we put about 500 horsepower out, which is not too shabby at all. In actual fact, as they're all fighting over third, we have really managed to bolt here up at the front, which is nice, although don't miss that checkpoint there. That would be very foolish indeed. Carry a lot of speed through here. A lot of speed on the way in. Going to have to arrest that speed a little bit more. Yeah, they're really fighting over third. That is just allowing me to vanish off into the distance. That is really helpful. I mean, this is something we've seen it time and time again. Hell, you see it in real-life motorsport. If you can get running around on your own, not being slowed down by battles, not slowing down to defend or attack cars, you can build a nice big gap. It looks like... It looks like... I'm not sure what car has moved up into second. It has changed hands. I think that's a TT. I think it's one of the TTs that has moved up into that second position. But yeah, that green RS3 was sort of slowing everyone down. It has helped us just build the margin. And now the trick is, don't do anything stupid. I say that it's easy to slip up on this when you've got a sensible lead, miss a checkpoint like that. Actually, the initial turn-in on this is really good, which is catching me out. I'm expecting a little more understeer from the car, and it doesn't. It responds a lot quicker than I'm expecting it to. It's caught me out a couple of times down there. I mean, it's a good problem to have in some ways, because we actually get quite a lot of turn-in, and importantly for me, back end is pretty well stuck to the road. It moves a tiny... You have to be a real idiot. It doesn't look like the TT is a smidge faster than us. I mean, it's a concern. I don't know if it's going to quite be able to catch us in the final lap of the race. I think I might be faster than the Audi, than the TT down these straights. That would be my guess. I will probably be a bit heavier in this car, but yeah, the trade-off will potentially / hopefully be I get a little bit more straight line speed here. I've got Longbow up to third. I think they're in a different TT because there are 2 generations of the TT RSs in here. I think the one chasing me is the latest one, the newer one, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's not do anything too stupid. I should have been a bit braver through there. The other thing, of course, is when you try not to do anything too stupid, sometimes you do drive just a little cautiously. It's better to do that than risk missing a checkpoint, especially on this final lap of the race. I can hear a TT around, but it's closed. However, it is not going to be close enough. We will run away, and we will claim victory in race number 1. It's a good start for the RS3. It's a nice car to drive, easy to drive. I think it is a solid all-rounder in terms of performance. Lap time, we're not going to be faster than the TT. I think there was a little bit more speed in that car. Wow, bloody hell. RS3 followed by 3 TTs and an RS5 in 5th. TTs are quite quick. They are quite quick. In fact, there was a fast RS3, I think, further down. May have missed a checkpoint. But there we go. First race, we do get a victory. So, we head off-road, and I mean, this is about as extreme off-road as we get for circuits. It is, of course, the Baja scramble track. We are a long way back. We will try our best to carve our way up through the field. I think that car shouldn't be too bad here. It seems like a good overall. I think the TT that was chasing me down at the end of the last race was running rally tyres. Now, they're not too bad off-road, but they're nowhere near as good as the off-road race tyres. I think a lot of cars here are running off-road race, so that might not have a great time. We will have to wait and see. I think it's quite a common choice with this set of cars that people are going to have gone for the off-road race. Either way, we are off and underway. Lombow's TT was actually pretty rapid on the get-go there. We are not going to be able to match that for pace. That's monstrously fast off the line. I'm hoping it's going to come undone somewhere else, because if not, I don't quite know what we're going to do, how we're going to deal with that one. Oh, a little bit of lag going on from something somewhere there. We came out of ghost mode at inopportune moments, but I say no real harm done there. God knows what's going on with that car. Some weird things are occurring there. We will move ourselves up into 4th. I think it's that car's lagged in front of us. Maybe. I don't know. I think we can run that harder through that. I've got a really itchy nose. Sorry, I hate even playing a little bit today. I'm trying very hard not to sneeze currently while overtaking, and we will move into a podium spot. Big bump through all of that. We will try and chase down. So RS5 leads, TT second. My RS3 is third. Then we have TT, and I'm not sure what's behind that. TT and TT, maybe? Yeah, not completely sure. We will do our best, though. I have got rally suspension on this as well, although my car does feel a bit of a handful over those bumps. I would imagine TT ahead might be a little worse on the big bumps. Mine's not great, though. Normally when often when we've had this course, someone's been in an SUV of some sort. There is no option like that for Audi in Horizon 5. We don't have like the Q7s or anything to run, so you don't have an option for an SUV. So everyone is in more equal cars, if you like. The Quattro is probably the closest you get to something intended for off-road use in this. Although this has not had a good start, I would suspect that might be a missed checkpoint. I would expect that to be quicker in all of this. Us top 3, now we've all got kind of clear. No one's really gaining, no one's really losing. We're quite quick on that corner, although we're quite quick through there. It does make us on a little bit of a funky angle, makes us have a little bit of a wonky line through the hairpin, because I go so fast through the preceding corner we don't really end up on the ideal line for the hairpin, so maybe we should try and be a little more cautious through there. We can ride the bumps, I think, a little better than Longbow. Longbow is maybe ever so slightly catching the leader, but we're only talking tiny bits. It's like one good corner, Longbow catches the catches the leader, one good corner I catch Longbow, one bad corner and I fall off the back of this group, and yeah, it's all kind of much of a muchness here. If Longbow can catch Steve and they start fighting, that would be awesome for me. Because then they slow each other down, I will be able to join the fight quickly. Who knows if we can profit from it. I'm trying to figure out where my car... They're all very, very similar in terms of pace. I'm trying to figure out where my car might be stronger. We've done that corner well. Longbow ended up through the water and lost a little bit too much momentum there. We are close. We have been fast through here, but I've got understeer and had to back out of that. We clonked the wall. It could have been worse, clonk on the wall, that. But it might put us in a difficult spot trying to find a way past with 1 lap to go here. The R8's not doing too bad, actually, sat in 5th. That you really do not have much PI to play with, and of course that's even more unsuited, really, to this off-road racing than, you know, let's say this RS3 is. And we're still struggling with that final corner in the TT. We will run into turn 1. The RS5 clonked the wall. Longbow clonked the wall a little bit as well. We didn't. We are almost in position. Not quite, because the landing wasn't great for us. So we're always in position to have a look. Not that I like passing into this corner here, really. It's a bit of an awkward one to get overtakes completed. Our best bet after the water splash, if we can be quick through that part again, we might be able to do something. It might even be in position to have a go at Longbow into the final corner. So we've seen that TT does not really take that turn very well, that last corner on the bumps. So we are quick through there. We're not quite as close as we were last lap around. Now don't understeer wide down here again, like that. That's the dangerous position potentially for us. We're close. Longbow covers the inside. Now my hope is Longbow might be a little slow on the exit, as Longbow had to take that sort of early apex. I've not quite got power down as soon as I wanted to. We started understeering a little bit wide, and we needed a little more time. Oh, and I got the final corner wrong on this last lap. Oh, that's just Longbow. We both messed it up. Our 3 cars there were so similar in terms of pace. They were just all very much of a muchness there. Not really able to do much. Imagine fastest laps are very, very close. Indeed, they are. Longbow actually got fastest lap of the race. But yeah, we're all within. And in fact, TT in 4th as well was right there in terms of that lap time as well. Just couldn't really close as it was. You know, you'd gain a 10th, lose a 10th. I think there was a little bit more speed in the RS3. I think that fastest lap was the final lap, and I messed up the final corner. So I think there was a little bit more speed in that car potentially. But yeah, it's a podium, and the RS3 continues to run well. So we head to the festival circuit for our next race. We are towards the front of the grid. That is nice. We've got the TT on rally tyres. That's going to be one to watch out for. It's likely to be fast. That is likely to be a quick vehicle around this circuit. Although the downside, this is a quick track here. One of the more power-orientated circuits. High top speed is good around this track. You use it more at this circuit than perhaps any of the other traditional tracks you come across in Horizon 5. So the rally-tired car will be down on power. It will have a lot of grip in the corners, but if it can't make a clean break, it might get stuck in the very annoying getting outran by everything. That is possible. And anyone else that might have gone down that route rather than off-road race, I only know of one that I think I've seen, but it might not be the only one having gone for that route. Be interesting to see how my RS3 fares. We know it was very quick at the Baja circuit. The RS5 is not running aero. Now that might actually be better for it around here. The TT seems to have got some straight line speed, although we are going to go around the outside of everything here. It's a little bit clunky. Oh, and it's a little bit... space was given. We were 3 wide on the exit of the bridge, and everyone gave each other enough space there. That is always good news. We are stuck on a tight line through here, and we are going to get passed by a Longbow. That TT is just too quick coming off of the corner there. We got a little bit stacked up as everyone else was fighting. This is trying to cling on to that second place with the Quattro that is actually... I say struggling. It's definitely got their hands full. The RS5 is going to sneak past. That's just got more power, I think, than we have. We don't really have an answer for that, although I'm hoping we can be fast through the final corner. Not quite that fast. Well, okay, we only very lightly kissed the wall there. We're going to have to defend from the R8 That's going to have a look to the outside at turn 1. I'm running too deep into this first corner, trying to defend, and the R8 is going to find a way past, and there is nothing I can do about it at the moment. That is a problem. This, I guess, maybe my car is more of a handling car in this field. We definitely do not have the power to compete. Now, we may be able to run... I'm not going to run around the outside of the R8. Fine, we will cut back underneath it. It's a huge squabble for second. I mean, this is perfect for dispenser up at the front. If you are running in... If you've got a fight like this, and you are running on your own, you are making so much more lap time than anyone else. To the RS3's double team on the poor RS5. We've all lost out to the R8. That's gone and got clear again. We've got... I'm not going to be on the outside there. Oh, the RS5 missed a checkpoint. That is unlucky. Easily done. It is easily done in a couple of places around this track. That'll drop one car out of this manic battle. Got a big lift through there. We still managed to brush the wall. Gliska is trying to defend from Longbow's TT here. If we can have a good lap, we might be able to catch up to this squabble. Not that I've had a very good turn 1 at all through there. Yeah, it was a terrible turn 1 from me. We've got another one of the TTs is coming to join this fight. Right, my car's really just not liking this track. It's just, I personally like this track. I just don't think this is the one for my car per se. It's not as strong around this style of circuit. Oh, I wanted to try and keep the power down through all of that, and it kind of worked. We got away with a light brush on the wall. We're going for super late apex there. Focus on getting the power down. Focus on trying to maximise whatever straight line speed we can get. The other RS3 is having a big dive. This is a difficult corner. Yeah, that's a really wonky line that you do not want to really be on. Trying to slow the car down and turn it on such a time. Oh, it's got so much straight line speed then on the RS3. So I wonder... I mean, my car's got some weight reduction in it. So that's where some of my PI has gone. I'm going to presume the one we're up against here has not potentially gone that route and it's just gone pure power. It's possible it might have the standard engine. I don't know. What I when building, put the V8 in and got more power with the V8 than I was with the standard engine, and I was happy to go with this. Although maybe the way the power is delivered from the standard engine is better. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to have a look on the Exeter Bridge again. Not quite going to be able to do it. Not quite got the grip to make that one work. We are gradually getting caught by the cars behind. They're not catching crazy amounts of lap. Well, I'm not really driving perfect laps either here myself. A little bit scruffy in places. Longbow's got clear of Gliska, I think it is out of trouble. So it's now whether Gliska can hold on to the podium spot with the Quattro. The TT at the front is gone. But that is the car on rally tyres in a field of cars on off-road race, and it's had clean air for the whole time. Like, not only has it got loads of grip and it's going to be really quick in the corners, it also hasn't had to deal with the immense battle that has been going on. That was not the line through there. Oh, we are vulnerable now at turn 1. In fact, we are going to lose one place. Hopefully it is only one. Let's try a slightly different line through there, trying to make up speed on the R8. It's safe to say that was not the line through there. I say maybe don't experiment on the penultimate lap of the race, but we've got to try something. At the end of the day, it's only a 6th place. You know, we lost. It wasn't like we cost the win at the lead of the race. I think it's worth trying. Gliska's still desperately. This car is strange. This car is strange. At the stadium circuit, the Estadio circuit, it felt really good on turning. Around here, it's not as happy with these sort of corners. It now feels a bit more understeery in places. Yeah, it is. So it's catching me out a little bit. Oh, the RS4 has gone up the circuit. We're going to lose out again, actually, because I just can't get it to turn around this track. That is a pain. I'm hoping somebody's going to run wide out of the final corner, because that's about the only chance I'm going to get here, and we are not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, my car didn't work there at all. It'd been very quick. It's very quick in the first 2 tracks, but around there it was nowhere. Made a couple of little mistakes, but I mean, the best we were going to do is maybe find a way past the R8, but that was going to be difficult. That just, yeah, did not feel all that great. Well, there we go. That is that one. A very mid-pack finish for us. The RS5 would get fastest lap of the race, just just ahead of Longbow's TT. Well, there we go. On to the next one. It looks like the Quattro's on funky tyres. I can't even figure out. That might be even on slicks. Don't know. But, yeah, we'll see how we do. We head off-road for our next race, and this is a high-speed, challenging off-road circuit. We are all the way at the back, Baja. I'm hoping my car's going to work better around this track. We will have to wait and see. If it does, we're going to have a lot of work to be doing. It's going to be a lot of cars to be overtaking to try and get a half-decent result out of this one. But yeah, this is a good fun. It's a good fun circuit. It's scary in a couple of places. There's some big high-speed corners. There'll be some airtime. I definitely think. I think we could get on the podium. I think that is a big. I say it's always a big ask, just because we run short races here. You know, the point of these videos is we have sort of quick-fire rounds. If a race goes a little bit wrong, it's no problem. It's only a few minutes and you're into the next one. But it does mean if you start at the very back, we've got randomised grids here. If you start at the very back, well, you don't have much time to try and make the way forward, even if you're the fastest car in the field. And, you know, Ghost Mode does help. You can kind of cheese a lot in Ghost Mode. Back before we had Ghost Mode at the start of races in Forza games, it was more difficult with traffic. But I mean, even here, we've got the 7th. That's you know, about as good a start as you could realistically expect. We've still got a lot of cars to get through, and still just physical gap to the leader is still quite big. Although not as bad as it could be. This has gone pretty well. I'm not going to commentate or curse it. However, as far as starts go to a race where you're at the back on a circuit that your car could potentially be strong at, yeah, I'm not too disappointed with this. We will throw the car onto the dirt here. So we've clearly got more grip than the red RS3, although that's no surprise here. We are going to be very cheeky with the pass there. It's a little bit rude. It's a little bit on the limit of the grip that I had available, really, there. We will be fast around that final corner. We're up alongside, yeah, the red RS3 just can't live with the grip that we have. We'll pass the R8, so we just carried a lot of momentum around that final turn. We did get stopped for turn 1. We then got helped by an R8, and we will clear one of the TTs. Okay, can we go chasing after the top cars? So, we have got 2 TTs and the RS5, I think, are in that top group. The RS5 getting to the lead of the race. I think we've got 2 different TTs, 2 different generations of TTs going on there. But again, you can see the gap. While they'd got clear of the traffic, I hadn't quite, and now I'm probably overdriving a little bit, desperately trying to catch up. If there is anything we can do... I hate that fence down there. I was hoping it might have been cleared by the cars ahead. Sadly, I think it respawns very quickly. It's possible they just didn't run wide. A lot of cars do end up running wide, but yeah, possible they might not have done, or it might have just been respawn. It does respawn very, very quickly. I don't know whether we've got the pace here, unfortunately. As much as I would like to have the pace to hunt them down. Oh, problem is the gap. Even if we take this as a sort of freeze frame point, even if I am quicker than the cars ahead, I've got to run so much faster a lap just to close this gap in. And I don't think, and I think I'm tending to, and currently I'm overdriving the car a little bit, desperately trying to close this gap in, and I don't think it's going to work for me. We're a little bit wonky through there. The RS5's built a little bit of a margin. It'd be nice if the 2 TTs could really start fighting one another, and you know, really slowing themselves down. That would help me out a bunch. It's probably about the only way we're going to catch that. It's too fast through there. Got to stop trying to chuck it through there with as much speed as, with as much throttle as I am, because it's just not quite going to work. We did make it stop through there. Whoever's repairing the fence and whoever's repairing that tree is doing a wonderful job. Managed to fix the branch back into the tree within a lap. That is actually very impressive going, because we definitely knocked that out last time around. Oh, okay. Let's. I don't think the gap's not really changed to the cars ahead here. Well, we've made one little mistake on that lap. I mean, the car is quick. I think we may be a tiny. If I get it right, we may be a tiny bit quicker than the 2 ahead of us. Not by much, Don't know if we've got an answer to the RS5. I think that's going to be too fast down the straight. As I said, this is a quick circuit. The RS5's top speed has looked pretty mighty, so I think that might be a little bit too much for me. Just in general, we are catching the two TTs here. It's going to be too little, too late. I think it was a little overdriven, certainly for lap 2. Lap 3, there's a little mistake through here. Lap 4 is much better. It was very, very close to the limit that time around, but we didn't brush the wall. We just grazed the fence on the way past. Unfortunately, while we have closed a bit, it's as I said, you know, we might be a little quicker, but it's just not enough. It's not enough to catch, not enough to make up that gap. Oh, I'm a little out of shape. Didn't really want to have to lift. Should have lifted, and that's going to ruin this lap. We were going for maximum bravery at that point, and I should have been a little bit more careful. But sadly, as a fastest lap wise, is going to be, there's definitely more potential than that in the car. Yeah. Oh wait, finished third. Someone must have missed a checkpoint. That's the only way we would have got ourselves on a podium there, because we were running in fourth for that. It was Longbow missed a checkpoint at the end. So yeah, I think lap time wise we could have matched Longbow's car quite comfortably. We definitely did not have an answer for the RS5 around there. I'll take a podium, admittedly a little bit gifted, with Longbow being unlucky and missing a checkpoint right at the end. We head to the Plaza Circuit for our final race. A nice, tight and twisty, relatively nasty track, this one. I have a feeling TTs might run off with it. I'll be curious to see how my car does. It's been fast in some circumstances. Whether it's going to work here or not, I am not at all sure. So yeah, we will give it a try. I'm also trying really hard not to sneeze at the moment. I might sneeze, we might not. Now I've said something, my body's going to decide to be annoying and not. I don't think we're going to sneeze. Who knows? It's time to go racing, at least. Let's see what we can do with the RS3. Someone's weird things have gone on at the start line. I don't even know how you could get the car in reverse that quickly. Someone managed to get some debris and push my car wide. The RS5 has made a very good start, actually, here. I wouldn't have thought this would be the strongest circuit for the RS5, but if the tuning's right on it, I guess, it has proved to be very quick so far. It's got the grip to go through these twisty sections, then fair play. We are going to try and follow through on the nice little gap that is going to be left there as the green car made a pass stick. We will be a little bit tight on the way through here, not much we can do. Now we've got Gliska behind us with the Quattro. We're going to get boxed in. We've been screwed by our RS3's sort of pseudo teammate in first gear. Was not the one we needed through there. That was a little, it was unfortunately, yeah, it was a little slow on the line. That was a little bit dicey. Gliska, we think, is on slicks with that Quattro, so that's got way more grip in these corners than I do, but slicks have chewed up all of the PI, so it doesn't have much straight line speed. So I think that's the problem this is going to find. He's going to get stuck in some of these traffic jams, really. We will, you can see how quick we can close. We can't match for speed through here. Oh, Gliska found a curb and got fired out wide. Now there's a lot of debris in the way of the green car. That will work out nicely for me. We will move ourselves up into a fourth place here. Longbow leads the way. We brush the wall at turn 1. Not helpful, although we are clear of the rest of the squabbling pack. That bump really upset my car. This street furniture is very annoying because it will ruin your day. It seems like this car here is not going to punch its way through it nicely. It's already been kind of slowed down and screwed over by it a little bit in a couple of places. I don't want another race where we are just stuck watching the top 3. I want to be able to get involved with it, but we don't quite have the pace in this. Longbow's actually getting caught a little bit through this section by the RS5. If they really start fighting each other, there is a chance, I guess. In fact, Longbow has lost the lead of the race to that RS5. If they really start fighting each other, there's a chance we might be able to blast up towards that group and join in the fun. I think our bigger threat is actually going to be from Gliska with that slick-tired Quattro, because that is just able to carry so much more speed. It is a twisty track, and while acceleration is helpful, top speed is helpful in places, just having that corner grip is good. Yeah, we can't match the top three, really. Longbo's had a bad lap actually and fallen back into third. Yeah, I wonder what it was about my car that made it so quick at the Baja circuit. The first track we helped because we were just out on our own at the front a little bit. But the only car that was really massively quicker than us was the car on the rally side. Yeah, I don't know, just some tracks seem to work for this car, but it seems very circuit specific almost. We are a little wide, although a little wide there actually saved me from some street furniture, which I'm not too disappointed about. Longbow does seem to be struggling a little bit for pace all of a sudden around here. Oh, it's just been a bad lap and struggling to get back into a rhythm. That does happen sometimes when you have like an iffy lap and you just can't quite get it right again. Or maybe the TT is just struggling around this track. The RS5 has vanished a little bit. We know we've got a Quattro all over the back of us, but we know it's struggling because it can carry that speed. It's got a great run, great momentum, and then we just outrun it down here. You're not going to have an overtake here. It's a very narrow corner, and then we've got the uphill climb. This is when the power of the RS3 is going to come in. I think we have the rally tyre. I think we've got the two cars with better tarmac tyres are stacking up behind me now. That's great. That's just what we need heading on to the final lap of the race. The two cars with quite a lot of grip to be lining up to try and find a way past me. Awesome. Oh, street furniture, where are you going to go? In front of us. Of course we're going to get screwed by street furniture picking off Longbo's car. I was really hoping it was going to spin free, but it didn't. And there's not much I can do about that. Although we get a good run because Gliska cleared out the street furniture for us there. Will we be close enough to have a look to the inside? I mean, we've got the momentum, but I can't brake as late as the car on slick tyres. It has just got more grip than me, and you can see on the exit of the corner it can just build the gap there. We will defend a little bit down here. TT's looking, but it's going to suffer the same problem as Gliska. It's going to have a bit more power, but it's not quite going to have as much as this to really find a way past. We will park it on the apex there, make it awkward, and sure enough, I'm not going to quite be able to get an overlap anywhere. Yeah, I mean, this RS3, it's not terrible, it's just not quite strong enough anywhere, is what I would take. Apart from at the Baja circuit, where it felt really good and seemed really quick, which is unusual. I think there must be something to do with the suspension. It's possible some of the other cars aren't running rally suspension, and I am, hence why it was more compliant out on that sort of circuit. Maybe. That's about as good an answer as I can think of for it. Around the final corner we head. We fended off that TT for the final lap. Couldn't fend off the Quattro in the end. Not a bad race. Yeah, not a bad race, not a bad car. But unable to do much more than that. Definitely didn't have the pace of the top cars around there. 27.8, not great. Me and Longbow closer in pace. I'm kind of surprised that Longbo's car wasn't faster. Just didn't really seem to enjoy that track. The RS5, brutally fast. I'm surprised by that. I thought that might struggle more around this circuit, but very much wrong on that front. Well, yeah, there we go. Adventure started off really well, and then it just gradually sank into kind of a little bit of a mid-pack. A little bit of a mid-pack battle, mid-pack car with all of that. I mean, it happens. It happens sometimes. What are we going to win from the wheel spin? Nothing exciting. Certainly not a bad car to drive. Decent enough overall vehicle. Had a couple of... had tracks where it was a bit stronger at, but... it was very much a master of none of those circuits outside of, weirdly, the Baja track. There was always something that was going to beat it, either straight line speed or handling or something. But certainly not a bad car. Not a bad car to use, just not... I say not excels. But that is going to be it for this video. If you would like to sign up to take part in the next one of these, you can via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the Versus the Community sign up section, and you can register to take part from there. That, though, is going to be it from me. thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.